Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a second look at This War of Mine, which has been available for quite some time, but has recently received a new update, which allows you to tinker with the options to create your own scenario. So basically, we'll just have a look at those features. So here we've got the option of choosing the people who we start off with. Again, you've got a wide selection of male and female characters to select, but what's actually rather cool is being able to create your own characters. So for example, we can define a new civilian from a male and female templates. They've got their own bio, and then there's these various descriptions of what they used to be before the war broke out to select. So I've made quite a few. I mean, you can change the appearance as well from a selection of templates. So I've already made a few from celebrities and thrust them into this kind of war scenario. I mean, war doesn't pick and choose who's going to be involved in it. So whoever is in the vicinity gets caught up, no matter how successful they are in reality. So in this alternate universe, Jessica Alba, Scarlett Johansson, Niki Minaj, and Daenerys and Kim Kardashian are caught up in the war. Now I can change the days until the ceasefire, make it a very short experience, 20 days. I can increase it to a lot longer of survival, 80 as a maximum. We can change the intensity of the conflict, where things are, that's kind of like your difficulty. We'll keep it low for now, and then you can tweak the winter months when they come. So the first thing you've got to choose is locations on the city map. Now here you've got a lot of different locations of varying descriptions. So we'll click the abandoned cottage. We've got 8 to choose from. Yeah, we've got to go with the brothel. If you want to get laid for a can of meat, this is the place. Mothers will do some really kinky stuff to get food for their children. Okay. So we'll just choose some basic old town. Yeah. Semi-detached house. Yeah, we'll leave it with females. Yeah, we're really going for a female theme here. Yeah, we'll keep the supermarket full of scavengers. Quiet house, yeah, we'll keep that. And we'll go to the hotel as well. Have a trader there. And last but not least, we'll keep the city hospital open for supplies. And we're good to go. Save the city map. Right, we've done that. So now we've got to choose our starting people. Now obviously these people will be part of the game, and they can sort of knock at the door, but we're going to have our kind of celebrities all fused together. Right, we can only choose 4 people, so we'll go with those 4. So we'll take Adriana out and we'll have Daenerys instead. So these are the 4 starting people that are thrust into this war, and we'll save the story. Call that a name. Whoops. Okay, I think we're good to go then. So let's jump right in and see what happens. So you can imagine that this war has occurred anywhere. It could be within New York, it could be in London. It could be any major city where war has suddenly broken out and people are thrust together somehow. Now obviously the characters won't look like their namesakes, but you have to kind of use a bit of imagination there in terms of game. So it's almost like Celebrity Big Brother, but unfortunately they've come up under a serious situation. War has been raging for countless months, and the besieged city has been reduced to a sea of ruins by constant shelling. Going outside during daylight is like inviting snipers to target practice. Everything is in short supply, and what little aid reaches the city is seized by the most ruthless and best armed. Few residents were lucky enough to flee. The unlucky ones, who missed the last refugee convoy, are left to fend for themselves. Not so ordinary people, huddling in the ruins, relying only on each other to survive. So basically you then select the character and give them tasks of what to do. I mean, we've covered that in the original video, where we can cycle through each character and get them to start looking for stuff to do. So what's Scarlett going to do here? I mean, we need to start investigating. So we'll get Scarlett rummaging through the rubble there. While she's doing that, Niki is sitting down. Daenerys is in the kitchen. So we'll get her exploring upstairs. Jessica is in the basement. We'll get her to explore there. Okay, some things have been found. Some stuff. We'll just take all of that. So you've got to basically scavenge for items. You've got to make sure you don't go hungry. You've also got to keep everyone mentally in check and make sure that they have enough sleep, enough food. So Jessica's come under a bit of a problem here. She needs to get something to unlock that. And then during the night time, you can then send out one person to explore. But we'll come to that. As you can see, we've got no food, so it's not good. And then you can sort of trade these items with other characters as well, which is quite an interesting feature. I mean, Niki's just sitting there doing very little. Scarlett has exhausted that. She can search that cupboard there. Maybe there's some food. It's locked, so we need some kind of tool to unlock. Right, let's get Niki into some action. She needs to do something. Get her searching upstairs. So as you can see, each character's got their own sort of attributes. Niki knows much about meds because she was a pharmacist. That was her occupation before the war. Obviously, we couldn't put pop star. Okay, basic items. She's managed to find some food, which is great. Raw food, that's great. So we need someone to be able to cook food. Now, I'm not going to make a sexist joke here saying they're all women, they should all know how to cook. But necessity reigns supreme here. That somebody will need to cook. And if you've got a good cook skill, then you'll get more food from the items that you're cooking, which is extremely useful when supplies are so limited. So basically, as you can see, it's a kind of management of resources, managing the characters, making sure that those that are tired get enough sleep, and those that are more active are able to sort of explore. Right, so we found a lockpick. And we need to get upstairs into that ceiling, into the roof or loft area. So I mean, I need to multitask here, get characters all working together on different tasks at any given time. I've unlocked that door, which is great. So as you can see, everyone's working. Obviously this person down here needs to start. So they're all kind of doing something. And this is what you need as you're working as a group for survival. You can't have anyone slacking off unless they get sick or there's a specific reason why they're not doing anything. So we've obviously got a lack of tools here as well. So unfortunately, tools would make the job a lot quicker of searching for items. And nightfall. So now we've got to assign who is going to sleep, who's going to be on guard duty, and who will scavenge. So let's send Scarlett out, although Daenerys is quite good. We'll send Scarlett out to scavenge. Niki can sleep. Jessica can sleep. And we'll keep Daenerys on guard duty. We don't have a bed, so unfortunately no one's going to sleep in a bed. So where are we going to send our Scarlett? We'll go to the abandoned cottage. Right, we'll have to give her some items in case she, but we haven't really got anything. So, unfortunately, she's going to go empty-handed. So let's send her off. So now, she can search. Now, she can only take a limited amount of items. But obviously we can come back here on another night. I'm getting kind of full up already of stuff. Really and truly, food is what we're after more than materials at the moment. Keep looking. I mean, I can return back at any time. I don't have to search everywhere in one go. But it's good to make a mental note of what's available in case you need it at a later date. Got some rolling tobacco. That's quite useful. Fertilizer, well, that's not really going to help us in our current situation. Right, let's get rid of some of this wood, although that'll be useful for a fire. In fact, we've got lots of this components that we don't need. Weapons parts, books for reading. Through the rubble. Stuff that we don't really need. So there's an element of stealth as well. I mean, if you move quickly, you'll make noise. So you've really got to Watch your footsteps. Right, so we found some food. Water as well, which is great. So we really need to sort of ditch some of the stuff that we don't really need. We'll take that water. Right, so she's pretty full up. I mean, we can come back another night. There's no point really exploring any further. Try and break this door down for ease of access tomorrow night. Success. Okay, Scarlett, off you go. Back home to safety. Day 2. So now we've got some decent items. Now you can see Scarlett's status has changed. The poor lass is hungry and tired. The poor girl, she needs to eat after all that scavenging. If we look at Jessica, she slept poorly, she's hungry. Niki slept poorly, she's also hungry. And Daenerys is hungry and tired. Unfortunately, we don't have a bed. So we need to really sort of make one if possible. Now, we had all those materials. But unfortunately, we've had to leave a lot of it behind for the fact that we needed some food. Can we make a bed? So now there's a kind of element of where do we want to put our kind of sleeping quarters. You know, we'll put it here just for now. The bed will now need to be made. But then that at least means somebody will get a decent night's kip. Now, if we switch to a different character, Niki, what can she do? Can we make a heater, or do we want to make a stove? Do we have enough components? We'll make the stove here near the... Really should have it in the kitchen, up top here somewhere, if possible. Jessica is hungry, so everybody's a bit hungry, hopefully. But nobody's actually starving. Being hungry and being starving are two different things. And that's one thing you've got to bear in mind in this game. Don't need to make a chair. We could make another bed. Yep, there's enough of us. We do need to have sort of more beds. Beds together. Right, we have a bed. So who is very tired? Well, Scarlett went out at night. She should really get some kip. So we'll send her off to bed. Right, Niki can start cooking. But we're kind of lacking in components to actually make some cooked food. Unfortunately, we need some more consumables, some fuel. So for now then, we'll let them go hungry. So Scarlett's now getting some rest. Everyone else seems to be okay. Right, Daenerys is a bit tired, so we'll send her to bed. So really we need to start making these beds so that everybody's able to rest properly. I mean, can we upgrade this workshop? No, we can't improve our cooking facilities. Unfortunately, we still can't cook any food. But nobody's actually in a bad situation in terms of being massively hungry. I mean, there's probably still things to explore in this house. So I think I should really be getting on with that. Unfortunately, that door is not going to open, I don't think. So we'll get Jessica. Explore this door up the top here. To run. Right, we can't open this door. Can we make any tools? Can make a radio. That's fitting. Stick that somewhere else, upstairs. Next to the chair. Fine. Zoom out. Right, that door's being unlocked now. Okay, go Jessica. Right, she's found some jewellery, some fresh water, which is useful, and some more materials, which is great, which will help us in constructing some more stuff. Right, she needs to explore here as well. Right, so Scarlett is now well rested. Right, so we really need to get some lockpicks from somewhere, so we can start unlocking some of these doors. Right, let's send Scarlett outside to check that rubble in the garden. And Daenerys is also well rested as well. Aha, we found another lockpick. Excellent. We can now use that to unlock the door. The cupboards. And it's night time again. So who's going to go out again for the night raid? As you can see, they're all quite evenly kind of matched here. So I think we'll send Scarlett out again to scavenge. Daenerys can stay on guard, and Niki and Jessica can sleep. Abandoned cottage. We don't really need to take any items with us. Let's go. So let's kind of explore in the house this time. Through the cupboards rather than the... So searching through the rubble is going to take time. That could be time spent looking for other items that are more accessible. As you can see, the clock is ticking at the top left of the screen. But who knows, it might be worthwhile opening that cupboard. This red dot indicates sound being made, but it could be an animal or another human. It could be a rat. Closer. And it's a rat. So I mean, further into the game you can come up against opposition, hostile people and others that you could trade with or befriend. You can obviously make and craft weapons for your defense, and even your home base could become attacked during the night. So we cleared the rubble. There was nothing there. It was just a way. I know. Oh. Unfortunately, it's requiring a lock, which we don't have. Just more materials. More locked doors. So really one has to sort of create some lockpicks. Fortunately we haven't found one. I think our work is done here, really. We've exhausted some weapons parts, quite useful. Okay, let's go home. So no food, but lots of materials which are useful for the camp. Day 3. So our celebrities aren't doing too badly. And Jessica's beginning to feel unwell. Oh dear. So Scarlett is hungry and tired. Jessica is sick. Niki is hungry but not tired. So I mean, it's not a dire situation. They're not doing too badly. I mean, we'll have to keep an eye on Jessica's sickness. Maybe we can find some meds somewhere. We don't have any in stock. Can we actually create some food now? to make more consumables. Obviously to keep our fire going, cooking. Stack those up. You can hear the gunfire in the background. Right, now we can make our first meal. She's cooking that pretty quickly. Okay, we've got some food at last. Right, she's eaten. Now we can, her reward for being the chef, she gets to eat. We'll let Jessica eat some food. Maybe that will alleviate her sickness. Let Scarlett go to sleep. So you're getting the idea of the basic sort of community spirit of the game. I'm not going to play much further now. I mean, you've seen more in the other video that I made. But it's just giving you an idea of creating your own scenario and fantasizing with your characters and keeping them alive and keeping them safe from harm's way. Okay, I'm Rob Cram. This is This War of Mine, and it's available now on PC via Steam, and it's worth checking out if you like a bit of strategy and management, item management. Okay, thanks for watching.